Okay then. Hello. I hope this mic is picking up my voice. Would be really helpful if it is, but again, I'm still testing things over with my PC in the hopes to get it ready for streaming. Well, laptop in the hopes to get it ready for streaming. Since my PC's still in the shop, and I hope that'll be sorted by the time it's done. But if not, it's always good to have a backup, considering the fact that I don't know when it's going to be done, and I still want to get a stream done this weekend. But on top of that, the bitch is, if it is a matter of me having to start from scratch with a lot of these things, then setting up this bloody OBS is going to be a pain in the arse. In fact, does it let me... Yeah, like, setting this up is going to be a bit of a bitch, to be honest. Because as you can see, unlike the OBS on my PC, I've got fuck all set up, and in order to get the avatar and everything set up as well, that's really going to be a bitch, because that wasn't easy on the PC, let me tell you. So, I don't know. But, we'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully I don't have to go through the whole thing of setting it all up again, but for now, at least in regards to this and the stream, I'm probably not going to set all that up. This is probably about as good as it's going to get, sadly. But, I'm mostly here today to talk about something that I normally never really talk about, because it's not really the type of thing I do. Again, like, if I had a bigger audience, then I guess I'd be more inclined to push the boat out a bit and speak my mind on topics that I'm passionate about. But the problem is I feel like when you're such a small content creator with fuck all of a following, there's barely any point in doing any political commentary, because even when it comes to just a few political things that I mention in passing to my friends, occasionally when we play together, usually we keep that to a minimum and keep it as neutral as possible, because, you know, if we were to speak our mind truly, like we normally do when I go over their house and we talk truly, then let's just face it, my channel is bound to get deplatformed. And the thing is, when you are a small YouTuber whose subscriber count doesn't even breach 100 yet, well, really, 1,000's the mark you really need, but I haven't even breached 100 yet. I've just made it to double digits. So, when your channel is that small, and I guarantee you when it comes to the people watching this channel, out of those few subscribers I have, probably only maybe 3 or 4 of them watch my channel every now and then. The rest of them probably watched 1 or 2 videos, subscribed, and haven't really watched anything from me at all since. But to those who are watching my channel, at least, when you get the chance, I'm grateful and I'm thankful to you. But with the current way things going, this is the reason why I don't particularly like talking about political things, because of how small the channel is, and how if YouTube were to take offense to what I'm talking about and shut me down, I'd have no one fight in my corner, because my channel is so small, no one knows who the fuck I am. And my channel could be taken down tomorrow, and no one would care. So that's why I really got to watch what I say on these things. A small content creator can't really do much, so there's almost no point in having a say, other than making memes out of shit, I suppose. But sadly, I feel the need to speak out, because with the current way that the British government, in particular, being a UK resident, as I am, I think the way the British government are going at the moment is just absolutely fucked. And with their stance on YouTube and social media as well, there's a chance that if I don't make this video now, I mean, chances are no one's going to see this video anyway, but it's not like my channel's going to grow beyond where it is now. Because if I don't make this video now, no one's going to see it, because I'm going to be posting to a channel that will be basically pushed and recommended to no one. Because the problem is with what the UK are doing with YouTube in Britain, it's like they're trying to focus it so that it only really prioritizes big media companies like the BBC and all of their bullshit propaganda to prop them up. They're doing it, I believe, probably to silence all of the political commentators on YouTube, which I think is unfair, but it's especially unfair because it's harming content creators in general. You know, it's not just shutting down and silencing those who are doing political commentary speaking out against you, which shouldn't be a crime, might I add, because that's just called freedom of fucking speech. If you're silencing that, then we truly do live in a third world country, and that is fucked. But that is also going to harm just general content creators, people like me and my friend Arendite, who just post videos for fun. especially your smaller channels who barely have a fucking following to begin with. And now, thanks to this, once this bill passes, our channels are going to be stuck where they are. They won't be able to grow because they won't be pushed to anyone inside of Britain. And who knows, maybe that won't be affected that much if people outside of Britain are able to circumvent that and get around it because they don't have to deal with the British media being rammed down their throats. And hopefully that doesn't translate to our channels because we're from Britain. So anyone outside of the UK will at least be able to watch that content, and chances are that you can still get some growth, I suppose, outside of the UK. But I feel like from within the UK, having a following is going to be borderline impossible. So if I don't post this video now, chances are no one's going to see it anyway. But if anyone does see it, I urge you to share the video as much as you can, because call it preservation of an era of the internet which will soon be killed by the British government. The British government are going to kill freedom of speech in the UK, and they're going to start that by shutting down the average Joe's ability to actually have a say on YouTube or in social media in general, because I'm pretty sure this is directed not just towards YouTube, but towards social media. The UK's sanctions seem to be control social media at all costs, which again is dystopian. That's like fucking Soviet Russia propaganda bullshit going on here. And yet this is what our country's becoming. Again, I don't normally talk about this stuff because chances are this could get my channel deplatformed. But if nobody does see this video, and if this sanction comes through, then I doubt this is going to get my channel taken down because no one's going to see it anyway. But if someone does see it, then I hope they share it. And if my channel does get taken down, then there's fuck all I can do about that. But it's not like I'm going to be able to grow my channel. Same with anybody else in the UK who's below a certain threshold of subscribers at the moment. When the way things are going, it's literally going to stop people from having a say on social media in general. So trying to become a content creator in Britain, and you haven't already done so, good luck. It's not going to happen. They've basically killed that avenue for most people, which is sad because that's the only avenue at the moment which seems to be viable outside of constantly pushing yourself into the rat race of hiring, which results in most of the time you being ignored because the job market is absolutely shit at the moment. The UK is in shambles. And I'm sorry, but with the way things are going, I can't see myself being able to really do anything. And I can see that being the case for many people, you know? Like, we're just stuck here. And the government's answer to that is to make things worse for us, not better. They're shutting our options down. It's absolutely fucked. It's ridiculous. So I got to get this video out now, regardless of whether my channel is tiny or not, because I can't wait for my channel to grow before getting this video out, because by the time that happens, well, it won't happen, because this bullshit is probably going to go through before that happens, and then my channel will be stuck where it is, same with every other UK YouTuber who's below a certain threshold of subscribers. I mean, even those who are above that threshold, who have a big enough following, will still find that it's harder to gain traction when the algorithm's not pushing their content anymore. But at least if they have a big enough audience, it shouldn't stop them dead in their tracks. It'll just make it much more difficult. But for people small YouTubers like me and Aaron Dite, yeah, we're fucked. As soon as this bill goes through, our channels are essentially stagnant. Maybe even dead, who knows? So if I don't make this video now and just see what happens, again, chances are no one will see it, but if on the off chance that someone does, and I hope they do, I guess this is the epitaph of not just my channel, but every small up-and-coming British YouTuber who sooner or later won't be up-and-coming, because our chances have basically been smited by the powers that be. The government that don't want us to have a say, that don't want us to have opinions, that don't want us to have our own freedom of thought and speech and the ability to express that. They want to shut us down, stop us from interacting with people in and outside of Britain, even though they're not going to be able to truly stop us from interacting with people outside of Britain, but they'll do everything in their power to make it more and more difficult for that to be an option. All the more reason why VPNs exist. They ain't going to stop this, but they should hopefully help a little for the people who use them, because at least you can bypass all of that British media bullshit. But honestly, in this day and age, I just wish the British media would just cease to exist. In fact, most modern political bodies of the UK are little more than a cancer that needs to be eradicated. But sadly, not much can be done about that. All we got to do is hope and pray and hopefully make enough noise that these things won't happen. But at the same time, with the way the government seem to be doing things, I doubt making noise will make much of a difference. We can hope, we can try. Maybe that's why I'm making this video in the first place, because my silence is contingent on me still having the ability to grow my channel to the point where I can at least have an opinion and have someone willing to listen. But if I'm not going to ever be given the chance to get to that point, because this bill essentially stops me from being able to grow my channel and every other person like me from doing the same, then we might as well say something now. Because we're never going to get a chance to say it again. So we might as well say it now. Better to get something out there before we're shut down completely than to just sit by and let it happen. Again, chances are it'll make no difference. But in the off chance that it makes even the slightest bit of difference, I had to make this video. I'm sorry about all this bullshit. And, yeah, British government can go fuck themselves. But, again, not much we can do about it. Hopefully, if this video meets anyone's gaze, please share it. Please do whatever you can. And I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And hopefully this isn't the end for my YouTube journey. Hopefully this isn't the end for everyone's YouTube journey, but we'll see, because the way things seem to be going, it's going to be nigh on impossible to grow an audience in a country where having freedom of speech is no longer an option. Anyway, I guess that's going to be it for now. Hopefully I will try to get a stream out this Saturday. Well, chances are I might not even be able to release this video this week, so maybe I've already gotten the stream out last Saturday if this comes out in the following week. I mean, again, just for reference sake, what's the date? Can I see the date on this console? Can I please see that? I don't even know where it fucking is. I don't know. Is there no settings? Can I go into date and time maybe? What? Ah, the 7th of the 7th, 2026. Oh my god. Again, I missed the UI on the PS4, man. That UI is not perfect, but it's still easier to navigate than this. In their efforts to make it more streamlined, it's actually become kind of more confusing. Oh well. But yeah, back to what I was saying. With the way things are going, sadly, I don't know whether this video will reach anyone by the time I upload it, but hopefully it will, because if this bill were to pass, then as I said, smaller YouTubers from Britain will have no chance, because that's basically any possible say that we could have had in the future gone when we don't even have the ability to grow our channels anymore to the point where we can even entertain the idea of getting information out there in the first place, you know? So even if I just wanted to grow my channel so that I could continue doing the content I'm doing to get it out to people, doesn't matter. The media is going to be king on YouTube in Britain, and anyone else is just going to be pushed to the sidelines, and the job is going to become infinitely more difficult, if not impossible, depending on where you are at the moment. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Hopefully it's just an over-exaggeration and it won't be that bad. But I don't really trust my government at the moment, so I wouldn't be surprised if I'm absolutely right about this, like most of the people who are blowing this out of proportion, and in actuality we're not blowing it out of proportion, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And if it does, well fuck, I guess this video is the epitaph of my YouTube channel and every other YouTube channel in Britain who has yet to reach the goal of having a subscriber count big enough to help them to sail through this storm. We'll have to see, but as of recording, as you can see, the date is the 7th of the 7th, 26. By the time this video comes out, who knows, maybe it'll be an entire week later, in which case, I'll have already streamed, hopefully. If I haven't, I'm sorry, but we'll see. But hopefully I can release this video this week. It's still early enough, it's still only Tuesday, but either way, see what I can do about that stream. It will be ODST, and the stream after that, if possible, will be another Devil May Cry 4 stream. But chances are I won't really be able to do much more tinkering with this device anymore, so you won't see my avatar in the corner like this one. It'll just be my voice until I get my PC back, and hopefully that's back to the point it was. But again, we'll see. For now, though, that's going to be it from me. I really do wish all of this shit wasn't happening at once, but sadly, whenever things go wrong politically with this country, another reason why I don't often have the chance to have a say is because shit ends up going wrong for me as well, and I just can't deal with it, so there's no point in saying anything. I'm better off just distracting myself or distancing myself from it in the first place. And 9 times out of 10, I don't have a chance, because when these things do happen, it usually also involves my PC going down, so I don't really have any way of making videos to voice my concerns anyway. At least this case, I have a laptop, and I'm able to at least get it to some stage where I can make some form of content, even if my mic audio is still shit and I'm limited in terms of what I can do. It's still something. So hopefully I can still stream on this thing. Fingers crossed. But we'll just see what happens with the PC. But it does really suck that literally the week I send it off to hopefully fix it, I hear this bullshit news, and it just seems like being a YouTuber in Britain is going to be borderline impossible going forward. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully everything will be fine, but who knows? Otherwise, that's going to be it for now. Hope to see you in the next video, whatever it may be, or the next stream, let's be honest. But otherwise, as always, till next time, take care, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the future. Bye for now, peeps. Wish us luck, because this country's going to hell in a handbasket and the world is following suit, and hopefully it clears up soon, but we shall see. Bye for now. I'm gonna play some Days Gone. Thank you. Until we meet again. If we do.